Hi, hello students, and welcome again to our LMS course in Science 9. This is your teacher Mary, and please get ready your lecture notebook, ball pen, and even your periodic table. Now, before we are going to continue our learning video session about hydrocarbons, let's try to have some review of these important concepts. Let's start. Now, the question is, what is hydrocarbon? Very good. Hydrocarbons are organic compounds that contains carbon and hydrogen. Very good. Now, how can we classify these hydrocarbons? Yes, we can classify hydrocarbons into three main categories. We have saturated hydrocarbon, unsaturated hydrocarbons, and the aromatic hydrocarbons. But we are going to discuss and focus in these two types of hydrocarbons, the saturated and the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Now, in terms of by families or types of bonds, how can we classify hydrocarbons? Very good. These are the alkane, alkene, and alkyne. Now, for our next task, how are we going to name them? By examining their structures. Are you ready? Of course, you are always ready. Okay, so good luck and let's begin. Now, what we have here is we are going to know on how to name an alkane, alkene, and alkyne by examining its structure. Okay, so get ready with your lecture notebook for we are about to conduct again this activity. Let's try this. Okay, so what we have here is a figure of alkane group. Okay, if we're going to observe, we have the different name, phase, structural formula, the condensed structural formula, and the boiling point. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 examples of, very good, alkane group or alkane members. Okay, now get ready with our guide questions. Number 1, what type of bond present in alkane group? Okay, I do hope na ano lang po, sulat lang po kung saan yung makita. Pag wala'y masulat, then leave it blank. Then, let's try to check sa mga naansiran o wala naansiran. Okay, next for our number 2. What pattern do you observe in terms of the phase? Okay, ito yung phase natin. Number of carbons and structure and even the boiling points of the alkanes. Okay, so medyo you have to analyze, no? You have to analyze talaga yung pattern ng phase, okay? And then yung number ng carbon atoms, and of course, even the structure ng carbons, and do not forget the boiling point of the alkanes. So, saan na pag-observe, ma'am? So, starting from methane, saan na siya na phase, sa nawang structural formula, and then the boiling point. Hantod pababa. Okay, pila ka carbon. Say, one tip, no? How many carbon meron si methane? Okay? Or, ilang carbon meron si butane? Yan. So, ito na, you have to check if ano yung pattern na na-observe ninyo. Okay? Moving on for number 3. What pattern naman do you observe in terms of naming the alkanes? Saan yung name din, ma'am? So, try to check this first column. Okay, starting from methane. Okay? Very good. Now, let's try to know these structural formulas. Kasi yung i-discuss ko sa iyo yung naming. So, importante talaga na you have to understand the different types of presentation ng mga chemists in terms of writing formula. Alkanes are written with structural formulas that are expanded to show each bond or the Lewis structure, condensed to show each carbon atom and hydrogen atoms attached to that carbon. In short, if you're going to see this kind of figure, ang expanded, makita niya hang line or bond. Although condensed, meron pa rin siyang formula, meron pa rin siyang number of atoms, pero hindi katulad ni expanded na it shows the attached or how it was attached from that particular element. Okay? Next, condensed formulas are written for expanded structural formula. So, example like this, no? Expanded, condensed. So, CH3, isang carbon, tatlong hydrogen. Another one, CH2, isang carbon, dalawang hydrogen. And then it follows. Basta make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, pantay yung number ng carbons natin, no? From the long chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. At saka ilang hydrogen? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, ibibilang natin dito sa expanded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so they are just the same, but different way of writing their formula. Okay, let's start with the alkane structural formula. It has a general formula of CnH2n plus 2. One carbon, that is C1. Hydrogen, that is H2 multiplied by 1 plus 2, that is equal to H4. That is CH4. Okay, si methane kasi, based from our figure table kanina, it has only one carbon. Okay, yung N stands for the number of carbon. That is why we have isang carbon, that H2 times 1, that's the one carbon, multiplied by the 2 plus 2, that is equivalent to 4. That is the CH4 condensed structural formula. Okay, next. How about the other, no? The names of alkanes are actually what? Determined by the IUPAC or IOPAC. This is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry System. It ends in what? A and E. Okay, so fix mo ng last part, no? In English, that is A and E. That is why, if you can observe, pag sinabing alkane, ang iyahad yung suffix word ana niya is the A and E. Okay, with 1 to 4 carbons in chain, use prefixes as follows. So, yung prefix, yung naka-red part, the meth, et, prop, and but. But of course, you cannot memorize agad yan. So, yes, you have to memorize. But tagata mong tip. Okay? So, simple lang, ako hatag na mnemonics. We have monkey for M, eating for E, peeled for P, and B for bananas. Okay? So, monkey eating peeled bananas. Hindi yan alphabetical ha. Kaya nga minsan, mako-confuse yung students natin or students ko before kasi they thought that ethane having one carbon. So, ipa-follow natin yung ilang carbon meron yung bawat sample ng ating alkane group or alkane member. So, again, monkey eating peeled bananas. M, methane, that is 1. Ethane, that's 2. Propane, 3. Butane, 4. The structural formula, gusto ko ang structural formula, ma'am. Okay? Just follow yung general formula ng CnH2n plus 2. Yung N, isubstitute nyo lang yung number of carbon. So that is why methane CH4 and then it follows for the ethane group. Okay. And then, for the 5 to 10, madali na yung i-memorize kasi I believe it was in your mathematics, the geometric shape, pentane for 5, hexane for 6, heptane for 7, octane for 8, nonane for 9, and decane for 10. So how to get this structure for that? I-memorize pa ni siya, ma'am? Or just to copy-paste? No. Pwede na, dili na siya i-memorize. Try to check again the general formula of alkane. Okay? And then, i-substitute lang ng usa ng N, that's the number of carbon. So, actually, ihapon na ninyo pila ang kay carbon, pila po kay hydrogen. Okay, so we have here, example, for pentane, we have 5 carbons. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Next, how about this activity? Get ready with your lecture notebook. Letter A, you have to write the condensed formula of this, no? Condensed din, di na siya condensed, ma'am, dili. Kaya nakita man na yung attachment. It is a kind of an expanded formula. But this time, you have to convert it into, very good, into expanded formula and give the molecular formula and what its name. Okay, so are you ready? 5 seconds lang ta. Paspasan ni please capture the screen para naamoy guide. Ready for 5 seconds? Go! Okay, dali naman ni ma'am. Una, may codix dira, di ba? Okay, so what is the correct answer? Just memorize the structural formula ng alkane and then substitute the number of carbons. Then maybe you can have this. So, CH3, CH2, 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 and CH3. Para i-double check natin ilang carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many hydrogens? Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so bibilang natin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So exact. So what do you think is the molecular formula? Okay, we have C5, 5 atoms of carbon and 12 atoms of hydrogen. Okay, and what is its name? So 5 ba niya ng carbon? That is pentane. Very good. Okay, moving on. Now let's try to talk about their properties. Because of their low polarity and small size, the hydrocarbons that have 1 to 4 carbons are generally gases or near room temperature. Try to check methane, ethane, propane, and butane are gas. Okay. As the molecular size increases, however, the London forces between molecules become stronger. Yung nire-refer natin yung forces between the bond. Okay? The boiling points of the straight chain alkanes increase with chain length. So, meaning to say, habang nagataas ang iyang number of carbons, nagataas iyang chain length. Kaya chain length, baka na nagataas to, pataas, pataas, pataas. So, what do you observe from the boiling point? It also what? Increases. So, boiling points increase with the number of chain length. Okay. Now, alkanes with 1 to 4 carbon are gases at room temperature. They are what? Used as heating fuels. Mas gamit sila pag heating fuels. Okay? Then, yung 5 to 8 carbon atoms, they are now liquid. So, most of them are ginagamit as gasoline. Okay, very good. While yung 9 to 17 carbon atoms, again, they are still liquids but higher boiling points na. So, hindi na to ordinary na gasoline or they are already kerosene, diesel, and jet fuels. For 18 or more carbon atoms, medyo mataas na yung molar masses niya and that means they are not just liquid, no? Hindi na sila liquid, lalong hindi na sila gas. They are waxy solid. So, ginagamit sila sa waxy coatings or fruits and vegetables. Okay. Now, how about the alkane group? Yan. So, dahil naman ma-identify ang alkane group. Now, these are examples of alkane group. But try to observe. Okay, gumamit pa rin tayo ng monkey eating peeled banana. No? The ethene, propene, butene, pentene, hexene. Kaya lang, medyo nag-iba yung pangalan niya. Okay, so we have here number one guide question. What type of bond present in alkane group? Okay, you have to spot the difference, ha? And then number two, what pattern do you observe in terms of the phase and number of carbon atoms, structure, and boiling points of the alkenes? Same pa rin yan ng question ng alkane kanina. And for number three, what pattern do you observe in terms of the naming the alkenes? Okay, and how about the alkyne group? Okay, still ethine, propine, gumamit na tayo ng YNE, no? The ethine, propine. But still, yung eth, prop, and but are still the same. Yung prefix nila. Okay, so try to check their structural formula, the condensed, and of course, the boiling point. And do not forget their phases, no? Yung phase niya, is it gas, solid, or liquid? Okay, guide question number one. What type of bond present in alkyne group? Okay, next. What pattern do you observe in terms of the phase, number of carbon atoms, structure, and even the boiling point of the alkynes?